Now I am going to demonstrate energy gap of a semiconductor. So energy gap of a semiconductor consisting a trainer kit, thermometer, heating arrangement. So here as per circuit diagram, we are connecting power supply positive terminal to positive terminal and negative terminal to negative terminal. So we have a power supply of 10 volts or 1 volt. Generally we prefer 10 volts here as it is connected in reverse bias. So and we are using one ammeter. So ammeter is connected in series. So the diode must be connected in reverse bias. So this diode is immersed inside the oil, right? So we have a diode connection here. This is a diode symbol we have, and it is a potentiometer, so with which you can change the input voltage, I mean reverse bias voltage here. So now I will start the circuit, and as the we are providing heating arrangement here. So as the temperature is increasing, it is showing around 70 degrees now, it is increasing. So you will observe that there is a gradual increment in the current. So as you know, as the temperature is increasing, the resistance of a semiconductor is decreasing. With this, conductivity of current is increasing. That can be measured with the help of increment in current. So this is during the heating arrangement of semiconductor diode. Okay, so we have to wait up to 85 or 90 degrees. So then you better to take the readings during the cooling process. So start here. Now once you reach 90 degrees or below 90 degrees, so switch off the heating arrangement without disturbing the apparatus. So here now slowly, as we have switched off this heating arrangement, gradually the temperature is going to decrease. Now during this decrement of temperature, just note down the current for every 5 degrees Celsius. So as you know, as the temperature is decreasing, conductivity of semiconductor also decreases. That can be measured with the help of ammeter. So that is in terms of reverse saturation current. So now for every 5 degrees Celsius, like I start with 90 degrees Celsius, and you take this 90 into Kelvin, 273 plus 90, you can break down and note down the corresponding current. That is around here it is 100 microampere. So then you go with 85 degrees Celsius. So note down the current. Until that you have to wait. So you open it. Yes. So you may get little less value like 94 microampere and 80 degrees Celsius, 75, 70, 65, 60 degrees, 55, 50, 45 and 40, and right, like this. For every 5 degree decrement of temperature, you have to note down the current. So once you get the reverse saturation current, so you can convert this temperature into Kelvin, and you have to calculate 1 by T and log of IS. So then after getting all these tabular form, so you take the 1 by T on x-axis and log of IS base 10 on y-axis, then draw all the points. So then you will have a straight line. From here, you have to take the slope like y2 minus y1. You have to take any 2 points like. So then you will get the slope here. Of course, you will get 1 by slope. One here the slope is equal y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So once you get the slope, then you can calculate energy gap, modulus of slope over 5036 electron volts. So here you can calculate this slope, then substitute in the So then you will get the Eg value. So if your Eg value is approximately 0.7 electron volts, your given semiconductor is germanium, and if it is around 1.1 electron volts, your given semiconductor will be silicon. So in this way we can determine the given type of semiconductor with the help of this experiment.